Alright, so let's get this thing started. So it states to use a dime size amount of the primer. I was so reluctant of this, guys, because I have so much hair, it's so thick. But I follow directions because I want the best results, and they know their products much better than I do. So I went ahead and followed the directions, and I used a dime size amount. Here I'm going to section my hair off in 4 sections. And I'm going to go back in and I'm going to do subsections of 2 in each of those sections. So what we're doing here is the horseshoe method. I've seen others do it. Basically, we're going to use a total of 8 flexi rods, 2 in each section on all this hair. Yes, it can be done. So here I'm about to apply the foam wrap lotion. It smells so good, you guys. Her products, everything that I've received from her smells heaven sent. It is so lovely. Make sure you use a generous amount, as it said in the directions. Generously apply, and I really generously applied. I'm very heavy-handed with products, especially when it comes to trying to make sure a roller set is going to come out good. You don't want to be hesitant with the foam wrap. You want to use a generous amount. You want to make sure that it's applied evenly so that you can get the best results. Here, I just want y'all to see, as I'm rolling, I am also smoothing. This is very, very important, ladies, gents, if you're watching. Basically, I will brush all the way to the end if I feel a lump or a hump or a curl starting to unravel or try to escape from my fingers, because this has to be smooth and it has to lay flat and be very tightly wrapped for your best results. There's no question. At the ends, I'm using her Heal and Seal Nourishing Pomade. Now, I did see some other influencers use edge control to stick them at the ends, but I want to use just her products only on this style. I don't want to mix and match and dabble in this and that, just to see how well her products work together. It was a great match. It wrapped it right around smoothly. I didn't have any issues with it unraveling. I made sure that when I bent that rod, I was bending it where the hair stopped at so that it did not unravel. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. It was really challenging to do the back of my head. I must say, I felt like my hair was going to be a fro in the back and then curls on the top, but I was very patient. This is probably the 3rd try, which you guys don't see, but the 3rd try of getting this around and making sure it was tight and secure when I wrapped and bent that end. Make sure this is really, really smooth, ladies. And wherever that hair ends is where you want to put some of that pomade on. Make those ends real smooth, and then bend the tip of that flexi rod so that that hair does not move and it stays still. And there's my horseshoe. So we're going to do the same thing. I've already applied the foam wrap lotion on the top part of this section. I'm brushing it through, getting it nice and distributed from root to tip. We're going to split that in half. And fold that flexi rod like a horseshoe. And you see the amount of hair I'm grabbing? I just knew my hair was not going to be dry, because I didn't plan on sitting under a dryer, which I'm just going to go ahead and say I recommend sitting under a hooded dryer. I think the product will set in much better. Although I got great results, I feel like my results can be 10 times better if I sat under a hooded dryer. I just was being lazy. I didn't want to pull it out and sit at the table for 2 or 3 hours. I just didn't have anywhere to go, so I just let them air dry. But I definitely recommend sitting under a hooded dryer. If your hair is thick as mine, I should say, I would recommend maybe 2.5 to 3 hours. But If it's not, then just kind of go and feel as you dry. See what works best. But the most important thing is to make sure it's fully dry. So I have done the full head. I must say this is very challenging to do, only because I guess my hair is so thick, and then using very minimal of the Flexi rods is just very challenging. But also, she wanted to be in my video so bad, y'all. Look at her. So I would say that the most challenging part was the amount of Flexi rods, but sleeping was amazing. Sleeping was very easy, and I'm going to do this again, but next time I'm going to sit under the dryer so that I don't have to sleep in them, and we're going to see how that comes out. Another thing is, when you're wrapping these, try to wrap each side in the same direction. So let's just say if you're wrapping, how can I explain this? If you're wrapping towards your face, if you're wrapping your hair towards your face, you want to wrap your second section the opposite direction of your face, so that when you unravel it, all you have to do is open it, which you're going to see when I take it out. Open it and roll it up or roll it down, and it'll come right out. I noticed that with some of these, I wrapped them in opposite or the same direction, and it was really hard to unroll one side and then keep the other side or the other curl from being tightly rolled. I'm trying to be as detailed as possible, and I know that's probably not making sense, but you'll see once I unroll it what I'm trying to say.
Wait, can I see? I can't.
I would say, yeah, about a day and a half. So not even a day and a half. I take that back. Like a total of 8 hours of air drying is what this took. And I even took a blow dryer and I like hit the back right there where I'm rolling, because that part is the thickest part of my hair and I needed that to be dry. So see how I'm unrolling these and it's coming out really, really smoothly? That's what I mean by wrapping them in the opposite direction, so that when you unroll, it just comes out smooth. And look at this, guys. Look at the beauty. Y'all can't tell me nothing right now. So right now I'm just gonna take each curl individually and define them. I have some of the pomade, the heal and seal on my fingertips. I'm just going to separate them gently, because you get too rough with these, you're gonna have frizz. And again, I do recommend sitting under a hooded dryer with these, so that you can get like that product to really set in. I still got really good results though, but if you have a hooded dryer, definitely recommend. Y'all see that bounce? All right. Okay. All right. So get a wide tooth comb. You want to make sure you don't interrupt those ends. Do not comb all the way through. You will just be wasting good results of curls. So I do this until the volume is where I want it to be. I like really big hair, but I also want my curls to be, you know, I want them to be preserved. I did a lot of work for these, so we're not gonna do too much. We're just gonna do just enough to give me some volume, and then that's that.